Hi there, Coach Sage Kennedy of VO2 Max Productions here with another training talk. Today we're going to talk about running twice a day or doing daily double, so to speak, types of workouts. And this is a good question. I was posed in a previous training talk video comment, and it got some thumbs up, so I'm touching back on it. And again, I appreciate all the feedback for future training talk topic suggestions. I'll take them all into account. I can't get to them all anymore because it's become overwhelming, but I do read the comments and I do appreciate all the positive feedback and support, and it's cool to see you guys interact, so thank you for making this possible. And so the question is whether you know when to start adding daily, or not daily, but some double runs or working out twice a day into your training program. And that's a really good question. It's been brought up on other places, well, with athletes we coach, as well as in our sagerunning.com training plans, but also just on other online forums. I've seen it pop up, and even for runners in post-collegiate programs or in school training, it pops up. So the general rule is that for most people, you have a job, you have a family, you don't have a whole lot of time to train. You have to be very efficient with your time. For most people, running twice a day is probably not going to be as feasible. And then of course the other factor besides the time constraints is going to be your weekly mileage. What are you hitting in your weekly mileage? And singles or running once a day has a lot of weight over sometimes running twice a day, and I'm going to get into that in this talk here. So if you're running basically over 60 miles a week, if you're hitting over 60, 70 miles a week, then that's when you start to say, hey, maybe it's time to add some double mileage or double run days to my schedule. And you'll see that in our Sage running programs. When you start hitting these relatively high mileage weeks, that's when we add the doubles in. And it's a way to allow you to run higher weekly mileage without the extra stress. Because if you're running a pure day just for easy day pace mileage, and you want to get in mileage as easy as possible on your joints, running maybe 6 miles in the morning and 6 miles in the evening is a lot easier than going out and running 12 miles all at once. Now, if you're running lower mileage than 60 or 70 miles a week, which I assume is a lot of people, most people, and especially if you're training for a longer distance event, half marathon or longer, you're going to get more bang for your buck, aerobically, so to speak, the specific stimulus, if you do that one run all at once. And so in theory, if you look at it, singles versus doubles debate, if you did one 10-mile aerobic, easy aerobic run, that would be better than doing two 6-mile doubles. So instead of running 6 miles in the morning, 6 miles in the evening, you run 10 miles all at once in the morning, very efficient way, because you don't have to shower twice a day like I do a lot of days, which is a waste of energy. That's a good aerobic stimulus, because you went 10 miles all at once versus, yeah, you went 12 miles in the 6-6 double day, but the aerobic stimulus of running actually over an hour all at once maybe wasn't there, or however long it takes you to run 6 miles, maybe it's a lot more, maybe it's more than an hour to run 6 miles, but maybe the 10-miler took you a lot longer, and you're going maybe over 90 minutes, and so that's a good specific aerobic stimulus for a long distance race. And so you see in books like Running with the Buffaloes, Coach Mark Wetmore here at University of Colorado, they really emphasize oh, these guys are doing 100 miles a week in singles. Basically, Adam Goucher and those guys are running on average 14.3 miles a day, 7 days a week. But to me, that's exhausting. And if you look at some of his later interviews, they did it because of efficiency. It's more efficient to just run once a day and to get in a good stimulus. And then, one day a week, they're going long, maybe they're going 18 or 20 miles on Magnolia Road. So one of those days is a lot higher, and then maybe an easier recovery day, you're only running 8 or 10 miles, and you could still run a 100-mile week that way. But in terms of doubling, for most people, it's not going to be as time efficient, like I said, and it's only a great idea because it allows you to get in maybe your highest weekly mileage without increasing the risk for overtraining and injury. Because you're doubling, you're breaking the mileage up, you're getting your miles in as easy as possible. So for me, on a really easy mileage day, like when I was running 125 miles a week, I'd average 18 miles a day basically. I would run 10 or 12 in the morning and then rest, then run my 6 miles in the evening and break it up that way, instead of saying every day oh my gosh, I have to go out, it's my easy day, but I have to go out and run 18 miles all straight up, because that would be kind of a long run stimulus, a long run day. And of course I have those in my schedule too, but for the easy recovery day to get my mileage in, the easiest way to do it on your joints is going to be to double. And so that's why we do it that way. And then also you get some boost in metabolism. You rev up the system earlier in the day, you rev it up a little later in the day, so you get this nice energy flow where you're burning more fat throughout between the workouts. It's a lot like if you lift weights and then you're burning it hot after that because your metabolism kicks up. And so that's another benefit, so to speak. So in closing, unless you're running over about 60 miles a week or you're building your mileage up really fast and you want to reduce the risk of injury or let yourself kind of recover, running twice a day is probably not going to be as efficient unless you want to put in a really big day. I mean, I've run up to 150 miles a week before. I ran 3 times a day most of the days that week just to be able to pull it off. But in theory, the singles are most efficient. You get your most bang for your buck aerobically, and especially if you're training for a long distance race over a half marathon, it's more specific to the demands of the race. So it would be better to go out and do a 10-mile run all at once than to do a 6 and 6 double. And again, like with the doubles, a lot of times I'll do a longer double in the morning and then a shorter double at night just to pad my mileage, so to speak. And this is only really as applicable to the really high mileage weeks when I want to get in just a really high mileage number. And so for most people, it's more efficient to just get out and do your workout all at once. Maybe if you're starting to really push the envelope or you're getting tired, you could do 2 short doubles just to efficiently get in the mileage. But otherwise, I wouldn't worry about too much. So that's my rant on running once a day versus twice a day. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already for more training talk topics and videos. I have a playlist that you could check out. This video is on the playlist actually. Training advice and training talks. And stay tuned for more VO2 Max Productions.